Hey, happy Wednesday. It is, for all intents and purposes, here in Los Angeles. Woo! A scorcher. Sorry, I updated the font and gave it a new look. There we go. How are you all doing today? Hey, mountain bike. I basically was actually going to come on at 1:45, and then I ran into a lunch conundrum, made a little sandy, and it held me up, so then I just bumped it to 150 something. I'm almost always, like, bump it like 15 minutes, mostly because of public transportation. It's in the 90s here now, which it has not really been, I think, often this summer, or at least not on days when I'm walking. I feel like last summer was so hot. Hey, Will, how are you? Carriopolis. Mountain bike fan, I just started talking to you without saying hi. So we're going up to Thai Town. We were just on Sunset Boulevard. We're gonna go up to Thai Town, which is really just about 6 blocks. It is not a huge town as far as towns go in Los Angeles. It runs from Western to Normandy, but we started on Hollywood Boulevard. It's tentacle sounds so negative, but it's like roots have branched out. Ah, you know what? You guys might be cousins, right? I wish him all the best. And I'm also kind of relieved that there was a mountain bike mic. So we're back to our stereophonic sound. I got a new little piece delivered from Amazon. It's so crazy. The little plug thing it's expensive. It's like 50% of the cost. That is exaggeration. 25% of the cost. But I got it. It works. Pretty swell. I have totally researched a ton of other microphones. This really is the best one for my purposes. So now I have 2 sets. So if any one breaks, I have backup. Well, of course I don't have the backup with me today. So up here on Hollywood Boulevard, we are going to take a left just to get to the beginning of Thai Town, or what is officially known as Thai Town. So Thai Town is just above Little Armenia, below Los Feliz. So even 20 years ago when I first moved here, this area was like way more vibrant and alive and thriving and totally full of more Thai stuff. But that was about 20 years ago. Oh, the sound is coming from only one side. Hold on, please. I know how to fix that actually. I really did try to extol the virtues of... Let me know if that's any better. It's definitely not intentional. That should be somewhat better. I hope. Let me know. I'm gonna stand here in the shade. Oh, thanks. Great. So I use this same microphone to record my my vocals for my video, and after I got the clip, I was just, I guess for lack of a better word, dicking around with it. And I think I might have changed, I remember changing that setting. Thank God I remember changing that setting, otherwise, flop sweat. So the first Thai immigrants actually arrived in probably like the 1950s to Hollywood, California, right? Kind of got themselves organized community life by the 60s. I'm sure that this whole block right here wasn't here then. Hey, Ozgay. So after the Immigration Act of 1965, this led to greater migration and the building of one of the coolest little stretches in Hollywood, and little it is. Originally, I was going to start from the train station, which is at Western over here, but I figured we'd do a loop. Oh, I heard a ding. This is kind of where it all begins. I have a balance issue. Hold on. Woo. My gimbal is hot. All right. That should do it. Hey, Roy. Happy Wednesday. Lopaka, happy Wednesday. I'm just catching up with you guys. When I'm walking and it's this sunny, it's really hard for me to see the screen. So that's kind of where it starts. Western is just right behind us. The metro line is right over there. So this actually officially became Thai Town in 1999. And then these little, pardon me if I say this wrong, Apsansi statues, right? Aspansi? I'm not really sure. I forgot. Let's go with Apsansi. They were installed in 2007 to 2012. They're also like decorative lamps, little street art. We are going to, rather than going all the way to Western, which is not really that far away, we're going to walk back this way and tool around. It's shadier and delightful. So, probably peak Thai in like the 70s, 80s. But over time, everybody migrates, and a huge chunk of this Thai community moved to San Fernando Valley. They opened a temple in like 1979, the Wat Temple, which surpassed Thai Town as the major Thai residential hub. This little hotel here is soon to be maybe a historic landmark. The one thing I will say for Thai Town is it does not have enough crossings. That is definitely a motel. There's a pool. It looks like the kind of place, yeah. It looks like the kind of place that you would see, like, maybe not in a city, but in the suburbs. It's still open. They recently did some filming there. But brand new bike lane, actually. I don't mind the biking lanes when I'm walking. That's kind of a selfish thing to say. When I'm driving, they're a pain in the butt, but most of the places I walk anywhere. I walk anyway. I find them confusing. I'm just kidding. This is our Circuit City turned Thai restaurant. It was never a Circuit City, but I think I talked about it in the last stream. So we're gonna go over to the other side of the street, but that's Siloam Supermarket. It used to seriously have all of their gates open. I've stayed in places like that as a kid too. I feel like when I was a kid, that place wasn't that old though. It was maybe only 20 or 30 years old. That place, although I've got to say it's kind of okay, you know, in the maintenance category, it really looks like something that they would have used on Supernatural. You know, they were always going to like retro hotels, motels with their retro cars. But I remember staying maybe in Sherbrooke, somewhere in Quebec, at a hotel that kind of looked like that. I'm gonna try to cross here. It's usually pretty maddening. But never when you have a gimbal in your hand. People literally stop on account of no one wants to get canceled, I guess. I'm not gonna cancel anybody. So thank you guys for coming, hanging out with me on this hot, hot day. The deity used to not be behind a golden fence. But there it is.
I'm interrupting your video.
I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
That's alright.
I love video quality and anything creative.
Well, I'm doing like what really happened. So somebody walking through, it all works out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Live action.
Yeah, live streaming, live action. Thanks for talking.
Yeah, see you.
67 degrees, stop bragging. So just look. I hope am I all the way in? I mean, on top it's total 90s schlock, right? Oh, I mean that sincerely, sweetly, and honestly. Like, it's okay if people walk into my videos on account of the fact that, I guess I'm filming real life and that happens. How can you not be? I mean, I'm an observer, you're an observer, we're invading a space. This could be like the one day this guy could be in Hollywood for the day and he wanted to see that, and who am I to block it? I'm gonna give him his space. Hey, Felicia. So let's go. Another restaurant that I wanted to show you, but it's really not technically in Thai town, which is the Palms Thai. It's 5900 Hollywood Boulevard. A little bit far from here. I mean, when it's 90 degrees, it's a normal walk for us, but they sometimes have an Elvis impersonator. Kind of interesting. And karaoke nights. So there are a lot of really cool restaurants to go to here, some of whom have been serving for over 20 years. If you're interested, leave a comment. I will put a list if you happen to be coming over here and want to try some cool stuff out. The Thai patio is good. I've been there a bunch. Also, the crispy pork gang, which I feel like the other side, the fence looks a little different. Check this place out online. Hey! It's got a lot of really cool, authentic treats in it. It's like a little market. I've never eaten at the Central Cuisine, but I think Joe and I might have to try it. But crispy pork gang, we used to eat there all the time. I'm gonna take the sidewalk, and I feel like I've eaten at this place a couple times too. And the chef here, always smiling, right? I can't remember what noodle bowl I get here, but I always pick the egg out. I really don't love an egg. With a New Hope's over there. This restaurant, which I've never been to before, the Hollywood Thai restaurant,
Do they have like ideas or?
usually pretty busy. Okay. I like the paintings of the palm trees up there. They're actually cell tower palm trees. All right. I'm gonna aim up for a second. And we've got more Thai stuff over here.
Mine come with ovaries, with eggs in them for little steamer ray balls.
Kali, I hope you didn't hear that conversation. It was pretty funny. there were just like 3 dogs right there. None of them barked. It would have been a great time to use that new emoji. So we talked about this the other day on the walk. I just kind of pointed it out. 1938, first mixed-use building. One of the first mixed-use buildings in California. A market, a dentist it had originally, and then the Adobe Studios up there. I have no idea what the Adobe Studios do. I looked it up. Hey Thai, I will add that to my list for sure. There's a lot of good Persian restaurants on Western, actually. Or maybe not Western. I feel like scattered. I keep walking by them. The Siam Book Center. Susuru, which is Japanese actually. Another market. I wonder how the markets will pivot, or if they will kind of pivot. You know, with the... I guess I hate saying gentrification over and over again, but with the rising rents and the original people moving out, that is actually the place we're going to go to right there. Yes, Thai. Although I wouldn't have called people that. I just heard the word ovaries and... So we're gonna come back there because I really gotta earn that. Jumbo's Clown Room. The rock and roll bikini bar. I don't know that it's a strip club. My regret is that I've never been in there. Up there we got the Griffith Observatory. Tomorrow night we'll be walking Art Walk. I have a message about that I'll put up later today to the members. Some fun news. But tomorrow night we're just going to do our usual walk, being polite, seeing if we can get into places. Perhaps the next one will be a little more integrated with that organization, but we'll see. That's a pretty famous strip club. The guy from Motorhead that was his second bar besides the Rainbow Room. I mean, we're pretty far from the Rainbow Room. Bukowski hung out there. I think you can say that about any sort of bar that existed before the 90s. It is kind of dank. So, Thai Town kind of ends here at Normandy. Let's walk up a block, walk down Franklin, walk back down to there. Normandy is a beautiful street. Going that way. Again, Little Armenia right there. Our statues we walked by and didn't focus on, but we'll check them out after. There's some really awesome murals. I think a lot of people went there after they made it to fame. I could be confused, but I feel like Bukowski hung out there. Lemmy Klimster hung out there. These people are not alive anymore. But I also feel like maybe Tarantino, although I don't know if he's a drinker, but he could just go for the show. And yes, I remember reading Courtney Love, and who's another one? I feel like David Lynch, something to do with Blue Velvet. I'm trying to right now. I think I only thought it was going to be like 85 degrees today. I need an all-white outfit. Not like the Backstreet Boys though, just... I'm wearing pretty light colors though. Khaki. But my backpack is like dark, almost black. It used to be black. I think my sweat changed the color of it. You know, I remember Twin Peaks, the series. I never watched the movie. I did go to that inn outside of Portland. Pretty cool. I remember being more into like David Lynch movies over Twin Peaks, and then I feel like I might have stopped watching the Twin Peaks series, which was brilliant. You just sometimes lose your place with things. So I never caught up with the movie. But that was some weird stuff, for sure. Lemmy gets a mention almost at least once a month. And I wasn't a Motorhead fan. How about that? But rock history is pretty cool. I'm not even sure if you needed to watch the series to watch the movie that they made later on, or if it could have just stood by itself. That's a pretty cool Art Deco building. But I really love like Blue Velvet, LA Confidential, which came a lot later. All of a sudden I'm drawing a blank on David Lynch movies. Eraserhead. I think that was the first one. So thank you guys so much for being here. I did upload a members video yesterday for you to peruse. Maybe I'm going to stop doing buildings. It's a building we walk by all the time, the Warner Brothers Theater in Hollywood, which has been closed for since '94. It did have a Kung Pao Kitty restaurant on the first floor when I first moved here, and maybe for a couple of years after. But after that closed, I think the building has been completely just shut up. I did see, after doing the video, somebody did a video on it that actually got inside. We're working on that too. Working on a lot of stuff. Hello, Doug. Sorry, I couldn't fully read that. Very sunny. Really lovely sun porch. Or summer bedroom. Wild at Heart. I forgot about that. I love Laura Dern. And I feel like he kind of gifted us with Laura Dern. So someone, I don't know if I'm allowed to say who, but sent me a bunch of links. About more houses up there. This one's pretty famous. I don't follow football, but I hope your team wins. Whoever they are. So we're walking down Franklin. We're heading west. We're no longer in Thai town. If you're just tuning in now, apologies. We are just one block above, walking in the shade. But we'll be back in Thai town. I need to get that coconut ice cream. So tomorrow night around 5:55 we'll live stream and do a mini art walk. Please join us. I want to take a second to thank all of my members for the opportunity to make fun or boring videos for you every week. Ah, gotcha. Lopaka, this is really the city. And I don't think this exact area has been affected by wildfires, but up in there, the houses and neighborhoods are really dense. They're really old, like 1920s and 1930s and 1919, etc. Homes. And the hills are pretty overgrown in a lot of spots. So it is pretty much, I don't want to say it, but kind of a tinderbox up there. Like I know what a tinderbox is from my pioneer life, but you know the expression. This poor Waymo looks a little confused. However, like a mile away is Runyon Canyon, which is a pretty popular place to hike, and also maybe a little more West Hollywood. That has had some fires recently, actually, but I think like an idiot was starting them, and then some hikers held them down. That's probably the last. I would never start a fire. Let's not go there. No one should start fires. I really believe that. A little graffiti spray painting, I'm kind of cool with that, but sorry if anyone out there is a pyromaniac. All right, I'm gonna cross the street here, just to escape people, which really didn't work out because now we're following the guy. So we're not going to cross the street. Oh, thank you so much. Really, I'm glad I saw that. It's really hard to see the screen when it's this bright out, but I'm going to try to do some daylight fireworks. Let's see. There we go. Almost visible. Let's try this guy. Looks a little more puppy. Thank you so much. I can't tell if the fireworks are going off though. All right, I'm gonna cross back to the shady side of the street. Looking up there towards the hills. Great. Let me just send one more little thing off your way. Jeez. I'm glad you saw them. Sometimes I can't, and I can't even tell if they're going off because it's so bright. Also, it's maybe we're talking about forest fires, maybe fireworks. I should have sent some drones up. Maybe we'll create that soon. There, hearts. Hearts for the guy carrying a box on his head. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. Anyway, we're heading back towards Hollywood Boulevard. You can tell because the Hollywood movers are right there. Exactly, yeah, I gotta be careful. I love me some fireworks as a kid. Now I just worry about my dog and a possible fire. What happens if a drone smashes in the brush and its battery catches on fire? That could also be potential. We can have no fun any longer. So it is hump day. What are you guys doing to get to the weekend? I'm live streaming. I'll be live streaming today, tomorrow, Friday. I don't know about Saturday yet, but definitely Sunday. The back of the El Adobe Market. Really a cool building. I wonder if that was a window at one time. All bricked up. Maybe it's a dance studio. Hey, David. Hey, BD. I'm doing my usual Wednesday. Oh, we gotta go back to the ice cream place. I'm doing my usual Wednesday crawl. It is about 90 degrees here. I know you've been watching, so you probably already heard that. So we're having a hot day. Oops. Ugh. Oh, I will be careful, I just dropped something. No dogs yet. Well, actually a couple dogs, but they didn't bark at me. Too hot for barking. It's too hot to bark around. Too hot to do shit. Okay, we're gonna go to the ice cream place. I've never been in here before. I didn't call beforehand. I never do. They seem to be like Facebook and Instagram friendly. I couldn't quite pull up their menu because I don't remember my Facebook password. So it's coconut based ice cream. Purportedly not too sweet. It's in the same plaza as what? Jumbo's Clown Room. Drop something. I took some notes because I wanted to see. I didn't bring that note with me. All right, let's go check out this place. They have 15-minute free parking. Just let the valet staff know and ask where to park. Anyway, no sign. And then it's called Cocos Kanam Thai, but I gotta tell you, the sign you see says "See ya Hollywood," so a little bit confusing. All right, let's go in and get an ice cream or something. I can't get a drink. But we can also eat out here. Cool. I can't get a drink because I can't carry two things. But they have a ton of stuff. All right, ice cream. And a supermarket. I don't see the ice cream I read about. Ah, okay. Oh, there's the menu. Alright, I'll get the ice cream. 1 scoop. And the ice cream is over here. See why I don't like tasting ice cream? Hi there, how are you? Can I? No, I'm just gonna buy something. No, I look so good. Can I get a butterfly pea?
1 scoop.
Yep, 1 scoop, please.
Anything else?
No, in a cup, thank you so much. Actually, let me get, what is another good scoop to get?
Or maybe 2 scoop eggnog. 1 scoop $5.
Okay, let me get the eggnog then. Yeah.
2 scoop, right?
Yeah, I'll get one of that and one of that, so I can try something different. Thank you. Yeah.
Coconut, this one, right?
Yep, that's okay. I don't know what it is, the blue ice cream. I'm excited for. Some of them are milk-based, like the green tea. which also looks good, and some of them are coconut based. Okay. Sure. Could I get the one all the way next to you? I'm not sure what that is. The first one here. Nope, up next to you. Next to you, sorry. One more. Uh-huh, perfect. Looks really yummy. No, that's all, thank you. Just for one. Oh, maybe a red one. What's the red one? Next. Yes, that one. Yeah, thank you. Some pumpkin. Hiya.
Skips?
Thank you.
$8.78.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh, thanks.
Spoons are right here.
Thank you. Do you have a napkin?
Napkins and utensils.
Thank you. I just need a napkin because I know what is going to happen now. Could I please have a napkin?
I'm sorry?
Could I please have a napkin?
The napkin's gonna be right there behind the
Oh, I
Thank you.
wasn't clear. I got one. Thank you so much. I thought he was pointing to this area. Thank you. Okay, let's try this ice cream, or coconut ice cream. I'm on a tilty table. I got a spoon. I know, I'm not that far from home today, so I could potentially bring this home and Joe could have a shake by the time I got home, actually. I don't know what it is with me and food-colored ice cream, but I just kind of love it. Coconut ice cream is usually a little bit harder. It's called butterfly pea. It tastes so coconutty though. And the other one was, I forgot. A little bit of pumpkin. You can also get something like the picture I used from this place. That ice cream had rice in it. Something else. I'm gonna ruin their table. I should have gotten samples, but I'm really against ice cream samples. I feel like you just gotta risk it. It's ice cream. Pumpkin. I don't know what that is. Anybody? Almost like a boba. I really have never met an ice cream I didn't like. The butterfly pea ice cream is really not overly sweet. I don't know what the other ice cream was. I thought she said eggnog. It's coconutty, but it's got something really hot in it. Hello, Kevin. And then if you get a bit of the pumpkin, I don't know why I chose pumpkin.
I'm working right here, so I don't want to drop anything on you.
I actually wanted the red thing. And welcome, Des and Nuts. I can't really read the whole thing right now. I don't know how I feel about the black thing. It's like eating a boba. This could almost be like a Lakers ice cream. We've got gold, kind of purple. It actually looks blue. This is a lot of ice cream though. I should have just gone with one scoop, but I couldn't resist two flavors. This is almost the first time I feel like tossing something. I have no brain freeze. It is like a boba, but some of the spoons had like what it was called. I want it to be a piece of licorice for some reason. Hey, Mighty Bull. Welcome. I got some flowers for you. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Welcome, welcome, Mighty Bull. You had said you needed some merch a while ago, or we're looking for some Mighty Bull stuff, so we came up with that. It's mighty. It's very regal, very friendly, and wise. Come hungry. Like there's a ton of places. Hey, Cecilia. There's a ton of places to get dinner and desserts. Sometimes when I go into a place the first time, it kind of psychs me out, and I get overwhelmed. I mean, holding the camera. I'm like 30 degrees cooler now.
Oh, you have to. Oh, that means that Mr. T have it?
Hey, Cecilia.
Check some, because I gotta see what happened.
Little coconut-based ice cream. Definitely overstimulated. If I didn't have the camera, which I'm also getting used to, I probably would have made a different choice about something. But I don't want to put people on the spot working in an ice cream shop or anywhere when I have the camera. So I think we're gonna have to go. I think I paid like $7. I got 2 scoops. You know, I really try to be thoughtful because I don't want to I just don't want to piss anybody off. Alright. So I gotta tell you, Cecilia, if you were here, this is the place to go. It had the best texture. I'm gonna go. I feel like people were waiting to sit in the one spot. There's no trash. I'm gonna walk around with this forever. You want to hear a crazy thing? The people that were standing behind me, I think all had a giant filming camera and were watching my camera the whole time. I could just feel them. I bet they're sorry carrying that giant camera on this hot day. So now my goal, and I gotta make it, that's the place we just went to, is to get that in there without sending it over the top and hitting a car. I did it. Pretty sure. Woo! 4 points. Now I gotta build back up that sweat. Oh my gosh. Okay, I looked down. It is really hot today, just so you know. I don't want to disgust any of you, but I just looked down and I thought I had blue or purple ice cream all over my shirt. It's like sweat. Hot. So we're here on Hollywood Boulevard, this part we don't usually walk on, except we've done it 3 times today. Excuse me so much. Now that I've got that dog emoji, I can't get a dog to bark at me. What's up with that? Maybe it's like amulet. Just having it exist means it's now not gonna happen. It is definitely a put your feet in some kind of water day. If I was a drinker, it would be like a margarita and pool day. I would just settle for a scoop of Country Time lemonade and some tap water. I have blue purple fingers right now. I don't want to, you can't see them as well, but I do have them. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a good one. It's just that sort of sweet and sour limey kick and some pool water. I'm walking towards Franklin again. I think we're gonna take a left on Loma Linda. Ooh, frozen daiquiri. You know what drink I've never had in my entire life? A banana daiquiri. I've had many strawberry daiquiris, but I've never had a banana daiquiri. Or a pink lady. Or a sherry flip. Did we talk about Joan Crawford recently? Because she's literally, I'm overwhelmed with, we were doing Three's Company a couple weeks ago. That was a fun trip down memory lane. On my YouTube feed, that is, sorry, I assume you guys know what I'm talking about. And now it's like every other story is Joan Crawford. I didn't know people were so into Joan Crawford. I know that BD is not. So into Joan Crawford, they were making shorts. It's crazy. Same here, except I might make an exception for a banana daiquiri, just like one. My issue with liquor is it literally makes me sick. No, you just know Mommy Dearest. Literally anything, which she's definitely scary in that movie. I also saw a Larry King interview with her daughter. I didn't watch it, but this is what's coming up on my news feed. Or my news feed on my YouTube. And then I get stuck in a loop of watching 60-second shorts like 42 times Joan Crawford slapped her leading man. 42 times, it's not always 42, but that just sounds good. 21 times Joan Crawford was a boss bitch. 22 times where Joan Crawford served face. Who's doing these? Who are these Joan Crawford fans? They're not 70-year-olds or, oh gosh, I guess most of her fans would be in their like 90s. That place is not haunted. I want it to be. I looked for ghost stories on this building. I could not find any. I'm gonna make one up. I think I might be a little allergic to it too. What happens is when I have a beverage of the alcoholic variety, I don't even know, can you say that on you? I get like a buzz instantly, like first 2 sips, which feels really great. And then the first drink feels really great. Like, yeah. But I cannot have just one once I open the gateway easily, and I feel it takes me a long time to recover, and I would rather have 24 useful hours. I want to lie around when it's my choice. Hey, Allie. I've seen Mildred Pierce. Vita was a bitch. Now we're gonna get. We also talked about Olivia de Havilland, but I don't seem to get any stuff on her. I also have been getting a lot of Karen Carpenter stuff. I don't know what is bringing that to my algorithm. We talk about food a lot. The building is, I believe, it's the Trianon. And we are just north of Hollywood Boulevard. It's on Serrano, Serrano. Serrano. That daughter was awful in that movie, like just really an awful, awful girl. And I feel like in Mildred Pierce, it's actually a really great movie. I feel like not only was she awful, but she was like, that type of person really didn't exist until like the 80s. Grumpy, little bitchy, out to get her mother. Yeah. Hey, Dee. If I miss anybody, please don't take it personally. I can't always see the screen. So if you guys are just joining for the first time, thank you so much. You are welcome to hang out and watch, but we are going to be 1 year. Actually, what's the date? Is it the 6th? This is the official 1 year of this channel, but we're gonna celebrate at the end of the month. We'd love to get to 2,000 subscribers, so if you feel so inclined, please give us a little like and subscribe. And by next month, I mean this month. I forgot to change that. We've been putting that up since July. It is definitely hot here. It was 90 last time I looked. It is now 88. Look, it's Baskin Robbins. A fun fact, I've never been to Baskin Robbins in my life. I'm going to go left here. We'll go back down to Hollywood. We'll walk. We'll do a little bit of a loop. I am going to plug in right now. Let me know if my sound conks out. Sometimes that just jiggles the port. And here we go. Baskin Robbins is a California chain, a California company, or originated in California. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't remember ever having a Baskin Robbins on the East Coast, although I'm sure they existed. I heard them referenced before. But we had Brigham's in Boston, Friendly in Boston, and New Hampshire. We didn't have Brigham's. In New Hampshire we had 3 creameries. Blake's and Weeks were both places you could get ice cream near me. They made their own ice cream and butter and whatnot. And here there's also, it's 100 years later, so here there's just so many interesting kinds of ice cream and concepts, and they're coming at it from a different angle. I gotta say, my favorite ice cream place is probably Boomsan right now. I tried Somi Somi. Somi Somi was okay. Also Paradise, sorry, lost my train of thought. Sometimes I wonder if people are going to pull forward or I'm going to have to walk behind them when they're straddling the sidewalk like that. Hey LA Unknown, hey Tom. Happy And Bumsan is like organic something something. That place was all coconut milk and some vegan stuff. I do love the coconut milk, but I will coconut milk ice cream, but I will tell you, I still probably prefer dairy ice cream. Ice cream is really a treat of sort of textures as well as flavor. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Hold on, again, I'm really in the sun. Thanks, BD. Let me get you some fireworks. Woo! Some special fireworks. Splats! Some sparkly fireworks. I gotta wait for that to load up, but a pirate. Other fireworks. Woo! Thank you so much. You are a lovely person and a great supporter. I really appreciate you. Mike. I'm gonna say, oh my god, I just said Mike. Mountain bike? I think that's why I do it. Mountain bike Mike. And mountain bike fan. Mountain bike Mike, I'm gonna send you some hearts. And good thoughts. Mountain bike fan, you get fireworks. Couple hearts. Some splats. And a pirate. What? It's hot. I just condensed it. I really appreciate it. And you. We're gonna cross, we're gonna do 2 more intersections, then dip down left. Woo! And then I'm gonna head back east on Sunset. Just doing a little quick checkup on the Hollywood downtowner. I wonder if the guys who work there recognize me from like standing around and filming it all the time. Oh, they're converting this to housing. It's always been a really cute little hotel in downtown Hollywood. We do have the best chat. Oh. I love that. I don't know why. Another, well, Thai town kind of extends down here a little bit too. This is a really cute block. We do walk over this a lot. There are a lot of little shops that I don't actually go to, even though this is pretty close to my house. I think I'm just not a sit on the sidewalk kind of guy that often anymore. I'd much prefer taking you guys in an alley to eat. That one is actually a city project, so it's, I did a video on it. I can't remember who at this moment, which happens to me sometimes. I can't remember who is taking it over, but it's like a group for at-risk youth. Mary does have a cutie dog. I always want to live at the escrow center. I just would love those windows. This has not been open probably for 15 years. The building is owned. I looked at what it would cost to turn it into a residence, and it's a lot of city red tape. A lot. Not that I could afford the building anyway, but I mean, I thought just in case. It would need to be, because of it, I can't remember what kind of building it is, but because of the kind of building it is and the year it is, it needs more to become a residence than a regular building. And it would need to go through like the government, like the city government, and it takes a long time. I can say this in the most positive way I can. It takes a long time to get things done in LA and California. There are a lot of regulations. The thing is, the regulations seem like a real pain in the ass. And I remember during COVID, I remember watching Bill Maher, who was broadcasting from his backyard, poor guy, or his basement, his hangout room, and he was talking about how long it got to get his rich man problem solar panels approved by the city, and it was like 400 and something days. It does take a long time to get stuff approved, and I'm not saying I've ever needed anything approved actually, but it does take a long time. Unless you want a business license, you can get that in 60 minutes. But it's really to protect people and the environment and animals. I feel like the building was worth, I can't remember the dollars right now because I looked it up probably while I was walking by, getting ready for a live stream, or while I was walking by one day. I always get worried that people think I'm a police officer sometimes, because I will stand in front of a building, I'll look up the address for a couple minutes, and then I'll wait for something to come up, and then I'll look at the building again. When I was doing was one studio recently. Oh, sorry. Walt's rabbit was stolen here. I was approached by some people. I live pretty close to that area, and I walk through there all the time. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I wasn't doing anything at the time. I was using my phone, no gimbal." And I was like, "Oh, I'm just, this building is actually where blah 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 happened." And I do that all the time when I feel like somebody is suspicious of me and asking. And he's like, "You want to go inside?" I was like, "No, I'm all set." I did not want to go inside. I feel like if I lived out where you lived, Mary, like, I remember hearing a story, wasn't Santa Anita, I can't remember what city, but maybe it was in San Marino, where somebody just put cameras in a bush across the street and watched people's houses. Like, I would be kind of suspect, actually I wouldn't be suspect now in 2025, but maybe out there if I saw somebody live streaming and walking down the street filming all these houses. Kinda scary. I'm just waiting for the light, as usual. So tomorrow will be a much cooler walk in the evening. West Covina is pretty nice. Actually, I feel like I wanted to go to West Covina on a stream as a train ride. I don't feel like it's on my list. On the metro, I think you also need to take what I lovingly call the commuter rail, but the Metro Link. As the weather gets cooler, I'm probably gonna be able to do Valley, which I really want to do, and go a little further east. That's excellent. Were you here in the very beginning? We are going to do the art walk. We're going to be on our best behavior tomorrow for the art walk. And I have a meeting with those people next week. So maybe the next time we do the art walk, we'll be able to go to every single place. We'll see. I wrote a proposal yesterday. That's why my video was a little later to those people for the September art walk. But I'm still gonna go respectfully tomorrow. I want to tell you, if you are going to Target to get your wine and cheese for tomorrow's snacks, they do make a great party box of crackers. It's got all your favorites: water crackers, wheat crackers, sesame crackers, everything perfect for a cheese tray. It's not necessarily a great dip assortment, and I only mention Target because it's right here. I did not ask them for a partnership. Mostly because Joe has been on the roof of it and we're banned. So Cecilia, are you gonna I saw parts of Florida are gonna get really crazy for the next couple days heat. Are you in that band of weather? We're gonna take a right here, St. Andrew's Place. We've walked on St. Andrew's Place, but a lot lower. This is a whole new building. I think it's like 1.5 years old. I don't know who lives there. It's right next to the Home Depot, right above the 101 freeway. In fact, this is one of those streets that just this street and the next street, you can see they might have been kind of had some grand buildings, but they just got snipped by the freeway. Although this street I don't think was any kind of major street. I take it back. The 20th Century Studios is what we were kind of in the middle of. And that was like pre-50s, pre-60s maybe, I could have my decade wrong. Delongpre. Yeah, this definitely is a street that runs parallel to Fountain all the way through Hollywood, and definitely definitely got lobbed at the freeway, but it looks like there's nothing left of the original block there. I really want a beach house. I'd even settle for a beach tent. A charity organization. Oh my god, I hope it was just somebody was just playing Thriller in their car. I really hope it didn't pick it up. I've heard some weird songs coming out of cars today. Thriller, Come See About Me by the Supremes. This is Fernwood Ave. So Fernwood, definitely a street just that ends at the freeway. Like a nice 1920s apartment in the middle of Ardence and Bloom. That building actually kind of looks like the Women's Assistance League over there. That building has actually been renovated and is a grade B corporation, so I forget what that means. Something to do with the environment. Joe is banned from the rooftops. I don't have the cojones to climb on the roof of anything. Okay, and not your typical fare, but this is kind of a forgotten block where people just dump their trash. Not all of Los Angeles looks like this. We just happen to be in a weird little street. I'm gonna cross here, I'm gonna walk under the freeway, and then I am gonna go and charge up my stuff. Can you see downtown LA and since over there? I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on that. Whoa, it is kind of smoggy. Hopefully downtown tomorrow while we're there. Sunset is at 8:03, so I hope we get some golden hour vibes as we're traipsing from gallery to gallery. I'll put up the map tomorrow of the galleries so you guys will have a rough idea of where I'm going to be. Not only would I settle for a beach house, but maybe a desert house with a pool outside. So I want to just give Palm Springs, but only like from October to June, maybe June. I want to give big love and big thanks to my members. We've got 5 new members who are not on there. This is from before I came on, so I'll update it thusly. I will add all of your names to tomorrow's stream. Thank you so much. We are going to take a little walk under the highway onto the highway, you can feel happy that you're at home and not sitting in a drive-through lane waiting for a Starbucks coffee. Because once you get that Starbucks coffee, hop in your car and make it down maybe 300 feet. Thank you. You're going to be sitting on this freeway, finishing that iced coffee, and you're going to have to pee. So I say skip the iced coffee and hurry home. So here is your Wednesday evening traffic report from beautiful Southern California. We are looking at the 101 freeway. Both north and south lanes are looking like they're at about 15 miles per hour. I would say take the metro if you can. You know, I just like to come down here at the end of the stream because it makes me feel better. I used to be a person stuck in this traffic with my air conditioner on, maybe listening to NPR, maybe listening to some really bad music. Wishing I was 2 blocks from my house. You guys, thank you so much for the walk. I hope you enjoyed Thai Town. It's little. It used to be really mighty, but it's definitely worth visiting if you come here. Lots of really great places to eat and tasty desserts too. So thanks you for walking with me. I will see you tomorrow just before 6. I hope you guys all wish Mountain Bike Mike some health, and we will thank Mountain Bike Fan for letting us know about that. Good night to you guys. I'm gonna go in and kind of clean some of this grime off me. Have a really awesome night. If you were here for the first time, thank you. Ozge, Kevin, LA Unknown, David, Cecilia, BD. We miss Simply Sonora today, but kisses out to her. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Ciao!